with the esteemed Reverend Billy Gibbons. It was just me and him. We were eating spaghetti at Maggiano's. And over the course of the evening, about 45 people came to the table at about 2-minute increments. And literally, we couldn't eat because every 2 minutes somebody was coming up and they would always say the same thing. They had a piece of paper in their hand and they had a pencil or a pen and they said, "Excuse me, I hope I'm not bothering you. Am I bothering you? I hope I'm not bothering you, but I have to. Can you sign this? I'm your biggest fan." Every one of them was his biggest fan, right? So after about the 45th person that came up there, I just said, "Hey, Billy, I gotta ask you a question." He said, "Anything." That's the way he talks. And I said, "Does that ever get old?" Because here's a guy, and he's sitting in the place where I wanted to be, right? And it was just incessant. People were just coming up and coming up and coming up. And I said, "Does it ever get old?" And he had a plate full of spaghetti, and he had his sunglasses on. He dropped that fork, and he looked at me, and he dabbed his mouth with his napkin. And he said, kind of brushed his beard, of course, and looked at me. Like nobody had ever asked him that question before. He really had to think about it. And he looked at me and he says, "You know, no." Because it's what I signed up for. He said, "I wouldn't have got on this ride if I didn't want to be here. And if I didn't want to be recognized, I wouldn't be sitting here wearing a 2-foot bib on my face." And then he said, "Besides, guys like you and me," now you gotta think to yourself, think about Maggiano's, sitting in the middle of Maggiano's and in front of everybody, there was the Reverend Billy Gibbons and Toddzilla. And I was dressed in a purple suit, by God, because if I was going to dinner with the Reverend, I was going to dress up. So there we are, sitting in the middle of Maggiano's, and he says, "Besides, guys like you and me, we wear ours like neon signs. I got mine going this way, you got yours going that way." He said, "I'm the luckiest guy in the world, so if I'm going to sit here with you and these people are going to come up, and because they look at us and they think I got to go talk to them fellas, well, that's on us, not on them, right?" And I said, "Yeah, Billy, you're right." And then a friend of mine said, when I told him that story, he said, "You need to write that song." Ladies and gentlemen, this song is called Neon Sign. Phillip Kelly, y'all. All right. Hold on, gotta get a fresh one. Oh, yeah!